Hello, I'm Sophie welcome back to my channel, and welcome to a video that I have not done in a while, simply because there was really no need to do one yet. Today, we are here with a what's in my bag video. I love watching these videos. I think they're so interesting, but I also like making these videos, and we're coming up on a new semester. This will be the first semester of my senior year, which is scary. We're coming up on it, which means I have a bag to set up to get ready for the semester, and I thought it was the perfect time to tell you guys what's in my bag. So, quick rundown. If you're unaware, write novels. I write books. That is pretty much everything on my channel, but I am also an astronomy/astrophysics major with an astrobiology minor. So lots of space, lots of physics, lots of things happening there. So the stuff that I carry every day sort of accommodates both those things, because I do not turn off the writer brain when I go to school. Like, I am constantly writing between labs, between lectures, between exams. Like, it's all happening at the same time. So here is everything that I carry for both physics and space and all that good stuff, and novel writing and keeping myself sane. So I didn't even bring the bag. 1 second. Okay. Here is my backpack. It's very fun. There's a straw wrapper at the front. Don't worry about that. It is MAH brand. I think you say MAH and not Ma. I was sent this by the company, and when I ended up testing it out, I was like, oh, this actually works really well for me. So I used it for a lot of last semester, and I will be using it for probably this entire semester. I have a couple keychains on here. Burger, tomato, jellycat cloud, fish, and my own name. My own name because my friend got it for me when she went to Alaska. Also some pins. Gigi from Kiki's Delivery Service because my cat's named after him, and then this other pin of a cat walking another cat because that is me and that is my cat. Yes, so that is the bag. It's great. I love it. It fits everything I need and then some. Like, the defining factor for how much I carry every day is not how much can fit in the bag, it's how much I can carry on my shoulders without being in pain. But what is actually in the bag? First of all, let's go over tech, because tech is very important. So here are my two major players. First, we have my iPad. This is an iPad Pro. I think I got it in 2022 or 2023. It is an iPad Pro 3rd generation. I don't know what that means, but I have that and the Apple keyboard case. Got a keyboard on it, and the Apple Pencil. Very cute. As you can see, very heavily stickered. I actually haven't put a sticker on here in a while because I tend to put all my new stickers on my laptop now. I take all of my notes on here, basically, at least in lectures, because it's a nice, easy way to keep everything organized and gives me a second chance to move things around if I need to add something else, because I am really bad at planning ahead when it comes to making notes look decent. So being able to do everything digitally is very helpful. I use GoodNotes for all of my notes, every single thing. I've been using it since I was in community college doing my first 2 years. So there's a lot of stuff on GoodNotes for me. I also put a lot of writing, brainstorming in GoodNotes. If I just want to do it digitally instead of in a physical notebook, it also ends up in GoodNotes. I also draw on here. I use Procreate, and literally anytime you've seen me do a speed paint or something, it was on Procreate. Very useful. This gets a lot of miles during the semester. Not so much during the summer. During the summer, I kind of just use it to draw or to watch YouTube, but she's gonna be putting in the work in a couple weeks from now. And then second, the laptop. Super cute. I also have a cat. Kitty! It hangs off the front, so it looks like that while I'm typing. This is a Dell XPS. When I bought this, I was looking for the lightest possible laptop. That was the spec that I was the most keen on. Obviously, I wanted one that could perform, because I edit videos, and that takes a lot of power. But also I like to play the occasional video game, mostly just Minecraft. But I wanted to be able to run things as well, but really, I was looking for weight, and I think this is 1.2 pounds. It's amazing. What I do not do on my iPad, technologically, it's happening here. I write on here. I do my homework on here. I answer emails on here. I edit on here. I live stream from here. Everything happens with this laptop. I don't think I've gone a day since I got this that I haven't opened my laptop. And I'm probably on this thing more hours of the waking day than I'm not. Maybe that's a bad thing. I'm not sure. I use Papyrus Author to write, and then everything else sort of just happens on Google. Everything is on the cloud, so everything else I do pretty much is just on Google Chrome. But stickers, sticker tour. This is the tattoo shop I go to. This came with my ink for my printer. Don't know why. This is from a sort of like convenience store sort of thing in my hometown. This was cute, so I got it. This was also cute, so I got it. Dutch Bros, because I love Dutch Bros. Beanies is a fictional coffee shop from a musical that I saw recently. Hex Tat, I got this from my tattoo artist because she had extra stickers. Gigi, because of Gigi. And these little guys, because I thought they were cute. And then this is my dad's business. I got a sticker for that. Yeah. Sticker tour done. And then the final piece of technology that I carry around everywhere besides my phone, I think that's a given, unfortunately, is these headphones. These are fairly new in my life, maybe like a month, because my old ones, which I had for years, did this to me. They have snapped, they've broken. I tried to tape it, it did not work. So I went and upgraded to these Sony headphones. Once again, I don't know the details. I just like Sony headphones because I can wear them for a long time without my head hurting. But these are great. I love them so much. They are touch activated on this side, like AirPods, and they also have a wearing sensor. I don't know if you can see that. There's like a little sensor in there so they can detect when you take them off and they can automatically pause your music. Love. But that is all the technology for the most part. Of course, with the accompanying chargers, I'm gonna have a lot of chargers this semester, but that's fine. But now, let's go on to the next thing that has become probably one of the most important things in my day-to-day life, and that is this journal. It's open because I was using it because my script is in this journal. This is a Leuchtturm 1917, I think that's the name. Yeah, Leuchtturm 1917. I picked this up on a whim because the journal I was using for like my everyday to-do was getting a little bulky, because I was also using it as a like scrapbook and like a junk journal. So I was like, I should buy something that isn't literally like twice as thick as it used to be. So I got this. This isn't really a bullet journal to me. It's more of just a catch-all or a commonplace, or I'm not really super sure on those terms, but if I need to jot something down, it goes in here. So I have like some book notes, which we'll get into my current reads, but for some nonfiction that I'm reading. We have some story brainstorming here. This is a habit tracker for all of August that I need to update, actually. Some notes for work, some notes for YouTube, like literally everything goes in here. I've also been meaning to do a video on my like notebook ecosystem, so if you are interested in seeing that, please let me know. But this one is a must. It is what the cool kids call their second brain. Very much needed. I also, I like the color brown, but it's kind of poopy brown, so I'll definitely have to get a different color once I'm done with this notebook, but poopy brown is for now. Now, let's talk about books, because in order to be a good writer, you need to read. And I like to read a lot. I have 3 current reads at the moment. Here they are. First of all, this is the second book in the Ambergris trilogy by Jeff Vandermeer. Love it so far. Really weird fantasy concept, but I love it. Then we have Supernova Era by Cixin Liu. Sorry, him. The guy that wrote 3 Body Problem. Every single book I've read from him has eaten so far, so we are reading Supernova Era. I'm actually listening to the audiobook for the most part, but I like to get audiobooks of books that I own so I can read along if I'm able to read along, like if I'm not driving or something. So that is book number 2. And then finally, Filter World by Kyle Chayka. Yes, I'm so bad with names. Don't hit me up. This is my nonfiction for right now. I only tend to read nonfiction when I'm out of school, because, you know, school is literally all nonfiction, so it's a little harder to get into like picking your own nonfiction. But for right now, I am reading this. It's about algorithms. I'm sure a lot of you people have heard of this because it's really big online, which is a little ironic. I'm not super far into it, but I have been annotating and everything, so it's going a little slower. I definitely won't be carrying all 3 of these with me every day. I'll probably only carry this one with me from class to class, just to have something to read while I am in between classes or I'm waiting for a class to start. Another thing that is like really useful, especially when I have a lot of stuff in my backpack that I completely forgot about, is this guy. This is my little e-reader. It is a Books something. I've had it forever, and I got a case for it because I'm always scared of like damaging the screen. But I will get books from the library, like digital books, and read them on here. And this is so nice because it's one size. This is it. You don't have giant books like this, and then tiny books like this. Like it's one size, and it's smaller than a standard paperback, which is great. So sometimes I will have books from the library that I just read from here. Now, let's actually get into the writing, because I am a writer. Currently, as of making this video, I am working on Project What. It is a sci-fi dystopian about a city on an island after nuclear war. There's cults, there's mystery. It's fun, okay, trust me. And for the last few months, I have been just writing it on my laptop in Papyrus Author. Yes, but recently I have hit a bit of a wall, not gonna lie, and when I hit a bit of a wall, I tend to start handwriting. So I found this journal. It has my name on it, and I've never used it. I don't even know when I got it, probably years ago. And I was like, this is the perfect time to just use this. So I've been writing just a little bit in this notebook. I'm actually currently rewriting a chapter, so I have printed out what I have of the chapter and just stuck it in the back of this notebook as a reference, just in case I don't want to carry my laptop. So I will be carrying this around until Project What is done, Draft 4 is done, or until the notebook is done, because the rest of Draft 4 is definitely not fitting in this. And really, that is all I'm going to be carrying around for writing-wise. I might carry around this project. This is Project Glass. This is the second draft of this book. I'm currently in revisions for this, so there are just little notes here and there. Perhaps when I'm feeling it, I will also carry this around so I can finish revising, rereading, getting it ready for Draft 3. And then some slightly more boring things. I have my wallet. Yes, this is my wallet. But I got this in Little Tokyo in some store. I can't even remember what it's called. It was like this tiny little store that had like really weird stuff in it. And I fell in love. Look at him. Tell me you wouldn't fall in love. And I keep this on me just in case Apple Pay doesn't work, but typically Apple Pay works. So most of the time it's just sitting in the bottom of my bag waiting to see the sun. And then lastly, this pencil case. I think in the last What's in My Bag video, I had a huge pencil case, like ginormous, which I still use. I still have that, but it was a little too cumbersome for everyday carry. So I got this little one. It just has the one pocket. It says, Friendly Bear Paul, every day is a good day, just some days are better. And it's got a bear on it. But this has fairly basic stuff in it. My poetry experiment notebook, which if you want to see what that's all about. Some sticky notes, because when I was using the other journal for my day-to-day, I would use sticky notes to put my to-do lists on, just to differentiate them from the rest of my journal. A few of my favorite black pens. These ones seem to be at the end of their life, so I need to grab some new ones, but, you know, they're here. The pens I was using for my outline-a-thon, which I don't know if you guys will see that by the time this video's out, but look out for an outline-a-thon. If it isn't already out. If it is, I will link it. And then a pencil and an eraser for when I have to do assignments in class or do quizzes or whatever, because I don't want to do those in pen. That's scary. That all goes back in here. Very cute. Done. And that is everything in my bag for this upcoming semester. Everything is digital now, like textbooks and notes and everything, so that makes it a lot easier for me personally, and my back, which is already not in great shape. So I love that. I love my iPad. I adore my laptop, and I am very excited, honestly, for this semester to start. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. What is your favorite thing that you carry every day? Like, what's your thing that, like, you need on you? It could be unconventional. It can be totally normal. Like, the thing I need on me constantly is this notebook. Is it fairly new? Have I only started it like 3 weeks ago? Maybe. But it has definitely become a staple part of like my everyday. So I feel weird when I go out without this. Even if I don't end up writing anything in it, like it feels right to have it on me. But let me know what that thing is for you. Also, as the semester sort of starts, I'm gonna be pivoting a little bit away from writing vlogs and towards more study vlogs. Let me know how you guys feel about that. Let me know, because otherwise it's just gonna be writing vlogs a little further spread apart. But if you guys are interested in the study vlogs, please let me know. Otherwise, let me know anything and everything in the comments, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.